probably have something stronger tonight, in my opinion.
No, probably.
Congratulations. That was some statement from you and your players today. Start and give us your assessment overall.
I think we won. I think we won deserved, and what makes it important for me is we won deserved in a certain style, in our style, with our idea of football. So the players, obviously, they have done fantastic, more or less, over the whole game, with a lot of energy, with a lot of intensity, good aggression. This was good offensively. Obviously, we scored some wonderful goals. I was not really happy with how clinical we were, because I think, especially second half, we had a lot of very good clear-cut chances where we got criticized and deserved criticized last week, where we had a lot of ball possession and with good performance without clear-cut chances. I think today we produced them and they used them. And defensively, we played very well, and at the end of the day, it was a deserved win.
As you say, I mean, in terms of chance creation, probably more to come, but some of the goals you scored, I mean, if Norwich fans who are here today watch that, or the ones who are following it back home, is that what they can expect from the David Wagner side? I mean, particularly the one that starts with Tim Krul. Dimmy's gone down, passed it to Kieran, nice exchange with Timu. That's a really team goal.
Yes, obviously not everything goes to plan, but I think everybody's aware about how we like to play and how we like to create our chances as well. It was good, but I think this was the first step. We still have a lot of work to do. I think we've seen that in some situations we were not focused, concentrated enough. We still gave a few opportunities away, but in general, I think for our first game, which we played in the league together, it was a good one.
It's important to get off and running and get some momentum. I mean, what will that do for the confidence of the group? You said how excited they've been to take on board the messages you and your coaches have given, but it's obviously when you perform as you do like that on the pitch and get the win, clean sheet, 3 points, that's how you build the confidence of your players.
Yeah, this is not a shadow of a doubt. Obviously, you have the feeling in training, in the conversations which you have, everything what you get as a feedback from the players or from the backroom staff as well, that they understood the message, they tried to get it on board. I realized a lot of open-minded players, as I said, open-minded people in the club. Everybody wanted to support us and our ideas, but obviously what counts is on the grass on a Saturday evening or afternoon, and this helps massively for everything what will now come, because now they have shown it in the league that it's possible to play football in this style with this identity and to play it successful. And obviously, if you win, you always enjoy it, even if you have to do the hard yards, and today they had to do. But with this away support which we had, which was amazing, with I heard nearly 1,000 or over 1,000. It helps and makes it easier to make the hard yards.
Yeah, well, I was going to come on to the fan reaction. I mean, towards you as well. They've got a new song for you already about you being at the wheel. I don't know if that was coming through about you driving the bus, I suppose. But the reaction at the end, you know, you and the players and the coaching staff to go there, acknowledge that. And as you've said, since day one in the job, you'll need that togetherness to achieve what you want to achieve.
Exactly, and I think this was a wonderful example that you are only able to perform on the highest level if you feel the support from the stands, especially if you like to play this style with energy and intensity. If you don't feel the intensity and the energy from the stands, it's not impossible, but it's make it much more difficult to create this energy on the grass as well. And today I think both played a wonderful part together.
Can I just ask you, obviously you probably want to focus on the team, but in terms of your selection, you made maybe from outside the group looking in some big calls today. What was you thinking with maybe Tim Krul instead of to Angus? How tough a call was that, and what gave Tim the edge for you?
No, at the end of the day, every manager on one side, he loves if he has depth in the squad, but obviously this sometimes gives you some big decisions to make. I had clear, honest conversation with both of them. But this conversation will stay in between us. Obviously, we have two very, very good goalkeepers, and for today I made the decision that Tim stays in the goal again. Sometimes you not really can explain in detail why. Sometimes it's more a gut feeling from everything what you've seen, the emotions which you feel. At the end of the day, I think we can be very, very happy in our football club that we have two very good goalkeepers.
And the other one is Kieran Dow, for the simple reason he probably would say himself he hasn't, for all his ability. You can see that the ability he's got, the technical ability. He's never really established himself maybe in the starting lineup over a consistent period, but you played him today and he's rewarded you obviously with the 2 goals, but his all-round performance. But what is it that's impressed you in this week or so working with him?
Now listen, in general, we said it before, we should leave in the past what was in the past. So what was before we arrived, for me, it's irrelevant. To be totally honest, I've worked with a few of the players with the characteristica of Kieran. So he is a wonderful footballer in ball possession, great touch, good vision, can play in tight spaces, long range passes as well, good finish. And I had a clear conversation with him. This is nice, but if he listens and if he tries to get on board what we like to add to his game, he can be a player on a different level. And for this, he has to learn how important it is to defend, and that it can be enjoyable to feel energy, intensity in your game, to go for the tackles, to really enjoy when the opponent has a ball, not only if we have the ball. And Kieran, like all of the guys, was very open-minded. You could feel in training that he wanted to get it on board, even if it can't be perfect after only a few days. But I'm very happy for him. I know everybody celebrates now the goals which he has shot. For me, I celebrate this great tackle which he had shot before he got substituted, because this is exactly where he can bring his game on another level. And obviously, if he can play on another level, it helps the group. There were so many good stories today in this game. Lungi made his first minutes. It was a big day for him and for us. He is such a good footballer, able to play on so many positions. Obviously, he needs time for sure after such a long injury, but he will be a very, very important player for us. And if I've seen Kenny McLean today, normally I don't name a player after one game because it's always a team performance. But what Kerry McLean had done today, how he played today, this was just outstanding.
Two more if I can, David. Slightly off the game. No Campbell. Obviously, we know the situation. You mapped it out yesterday. I just wondered if there's any update since we spoke to you on Friday.
No update.
And no Jordan Hugel today. There's been a little bit of speculation around him. Was there anything there rather than why he wasn't in the 18?
Yeah, I had a chat with Jordan yesterday as well, and I really like what I've seen. So he is exactly a type of striker which so much passion which he shows on the grass, which I love. But in our idea, in our formation, you normally only play with 2 strikers, and we can, or I will normally only name 3 for the squad, and we have all 3 of them which we had today in the squad are top players. And unfortunately, then there is no space for a 4th one, and I don't know what this means for the future. But I think it's important that everybody is on the same page, and this is why I had this conversation with Jordan.
Thank you.
David, just one for me, please. We haven't mentioned Teemu Pukki, but what's it like being a Championship head coach that inherits a team with Teemu in it?
Yeah, he's such a calm guy, and obviously he is a threat, and he works defensively as well. I think everybody can be happy to have Teemu in his team when he has. Obviously, I am as well. But as I said, we have 3 absolutely quality strikers, different profiles, and hopefully we can always make sure that we choose the right ones. And what is important for me, and we have shown this today again. Not only Adam who came on the grass, we've shown this last week against Blackburn as well. After our substitutions, the level was still on a high standard. The intensity was still high, the energy was still high, and this is how it should be. I know everybody likes to start, yes, but everybody has to understand it will not happen at every weekend. Not for Timo, but then for everybody counts. When you get your minutes, be there, and this is what they have done, and I'm pretty sure this is what they will do in the future, and every one of them has the capability to start games, but they have to respect and understand their role as well if it's not for the full 90 minutes, and this is how a successful team can be built.
Hi David, I'm Sam, nice to meet you. Just one from me if that's all right. Since you've come in, Dimitris Giannoulis and Max Aarons have really impressed. Does that show how important fullbacks can be in your system?
Yeah, I think this is no secret. In the idea of our football, the fullbacks are the fourth or fifth offensive player, which have the opportunity to create chances, to score, to be offensive threat without forgetting to defend and make sure that you keep clean sheets. I think we have with them two real quality with the potential to deliver this, and I think they have shown it in the first two games. We still have a lot of work to do. Obviously, there is not the 100% harmony with the pairs with the winger, but can't be. We are only here for a week, but they have the skills that they can help the group for sure.
Thanks, David.
Okay, thanks everybody.